Hello! My whole life I always struggled with procrastinating because I would rather stay in bed all day instead of doing things. The worst thing is when you procrastinate, you will always think about it the whole day. Even though I laid on my bed the whole day scrolling mindlessly on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, on the back of my head, I always thought about the things that I need to do, and that gave me a bad feeling for the whole day. I realized that I didn't want to live like this anymore, so I searched a lot for productivity tips and so many methods that exist. In this video, I'm going to show you all the methods that I learned and that helped me and work for me as well. Maybe they will work for you. Those methods are not only good for work but also good for your private life. Let's face it, we need to do stuff at home as well, and things has to be done. So let me show you how you can balance your work and personal life together. The first method is the 2-minute rule method. You probably already heard of it, but if not, this method means that if you can do something for 2 minutes, just do it now. For example, answering an email, or you walk past your kitchen and you see that there are some dishes that you just need to put them in the dishwasher. It will only take 2 minutes. And if you do it now, you don't have to do it later, and your mind is also clear because you don't have to think about this email that just popped up the whole day and you want to answer it. Just answer it now. For me, this tip helped me a lot because, as I said, I procrastinated a lot. When I do all those little things that only take me 2 minutes and I do them, I feel like I accomplished a lot of things today. There is also another type of the 2 minutes rule, which is if you have a big goal. For example, you want to go to a marathon, but you're really a beginner and it's really difficult for you. The first thing that you can do that only takes 2 minutes is just tie up your shoes. I know it sounds a little bit ridiculous, but if you want to do something, you think about the big goal always and how unachievable it is. But first think about the things that you can do now, which is tying up your shoes. Then when you go out, you can try to only take a walk. Then you can start jogging for 5 minutes only, and after a while you will see that you can do more and more. The thing is, when we start, we are most likely to continue because you already tied up your shoes and you went out, so you can do more. Our brain always tricks us with any kind of reasons why to stay at home, why to not do something. However, when you try to just tie up your shoes and go out, your brain will think, well, I'm here, so let's start. For me, every day when I want to learn Japanese, I sit on my desk and I lay down all my stuff so that I can start. And every time when I start, I learn even more. Even though I tell myself I at least want to learn for 10 minutes, I always end up learning for at least an hour. And time flies, by the way. When I went to the gym back then, not anymore unfortunately, I always wore my gym clothes, so I prepared myself mentally that I will go to the gym and do exercise. Some people ask me when they don't really want to clean their room, I tell them, just clean a corner of your room. They always tell me, what's the point on cleaning only a corner? I want my whole room to be clean. And I always tell them, if you start cleaning just a corner, you will end up cleaning your whole room. And if not, that's okay. You did a little bit for today. It's better than nothing. The second method is my holy grail, which is doing a to-do list. I know you might think, oh, a to-do list, but don't underestimate the power of a to-do list. It will help you to stay organized, to stay focused, and to not forget anything. Everything that I remember that I have to do, I write it on my to-do list. You can do a daily to-do list or a weekly to-do list. When you do a daily to-do list, try to accomplish your most important task for the day. It is really important because when you did your most important task, all the other tasks seems like really easy, plus you don't have to wear all those pressure on your back. The advantage of a to-do list is you can count all the things that you have to do, plus it will seem really manageable when you see the whole thing at once. Also, as I said before, you can see the most important things and you can achieve them as fast as possible. You can cross them, then you will feel some sort of achievement and progress, and you can go on until you crossed everything. I personally love to do a weekly plan because I can be more flexible. I can change the things if I want to daily. I can see how my week will be. Also, I always set myself goals. For example, as I said on my last video about learning languages, I set myself a goal to learn 15 vocabularies for the week, and by the end of the week I can see if I know all those 50 vocabs or if I learned more. Setting goals for the week will also make you feel like a sense of achievement or progress. The next method is something for people who always work on a computer or on a desk, which is change your space. For me, I'm almost the whole day in front of my laptop or iPad because I need to work a lot. I need to edit videos, I need to plan a lot of things, I have to learn Japanese, and I always do that in front of a desk. From time to time, I really like to go on a cafe, sometimes with my friends, and we work there. Luckily, my friends also need to work in front of a desk, so sometimes we meet up at my friend's home and we work there, or also at a cafe. And honestly, every time I work on a cafe, I'm 100 times more productive than at home, and I don't know why. It's just the environment that makes me feel like working because I'm there. For those who do not like to work in a cafe, especially some cafes can be quite loud, especially when they have loud music. I tried so many cafes. You can also go to a library or you can stay at home. For some people it is not always accessible to go to a cafe or a library. If you have a slightly bigger room or apartment, you can try to learn in the kitchen or in the living room. For me, when I read my books, I always like to read it in my bed. However, I changed it. When I read in my bed, I'm always very tired because I just lay down. So I switched to the couch, and when I have to go to bed, I go to my bed, and it is a whole new different experience. The thing is, I always read before going to bed. However, I read on my bed. But when I'm done reading and I want to go to sleep, I'm not tired. I know some people like to read before bed because that makes them sleepy, but for me it's not the case. And the last but the most important thing is to take some rest. Don't be afraid to take some rest, get enough sleep, because if you don't do that, you will not be able to concentrate at all. Therefore, you will not be able to be productive. I do not use any electronics after 10 p.m. I concentrate on reading my books or do anything that do not contain a screen. Somehow I need to think about Black Mirror now. Back then I thought, what can I do without electronics? And there were not a lot of things in my mind, but now I know so many things. I always stretch my body, I read my book, I clean the kitchen. I can do a lot of things without my mobile phone or TV or any kind of screen. Maybe you can try meditate. At first, meditation was so difficult for me because my brain won't shut up. I always think about so many things, especially the things that I need to do. That's why you need to have a to-do list. Nevertheless, when you start doing meditation every day for at least 5 minutes, you will see how beneficial it is. I also tell everyone that you should not be afraid of those days where you are just tired, you can't do anything and you need some rest. For me, when the weather is so bad outside, when it rains the whole day and it is gray, I'm just so tired. I can't do anything. And I tell myself, that's okay, today I want to do as minimum as possible and tomorrow will be a better day. I will get enough sleep, and if tomorrow it's not good, it's okay, then the next day. And most of the time after 3 or 4 days, I'm getting back on track. So please don't be afraid and don't blame yourself when you have those days where you can't do anything, because we are all human. We are not machines. We can't give 100% every time. Please take care of yourself and be the best version of yourself. Do you have any productivity methods that helped you? If yes, please tell me in the comments. And if you like this video, please subscribe, and I hope I see you next time. Bye!